Welcome to Cravings Control for Fat Loss. I'm your host, Laura Cavallo, former sugar binger, overeater, and yo-yo dieter turned fat loss and cravings coach for hundreds of busy women. Here at Cravings Control for Fat Loss, I'll be sharing mindset, movement, and metabolism strategies for those who are ready to ditch the fat diet cycle and slim down without counting calories, tracking points, or giving up any of the foods they love. Get ready to embrace progress over perfection, grace over guilt, and bring curiosity and learning to the inevitable ups and downs of your life. Expect a decrease in your cravings while seeing and feeling an improvement in how you look, how you feel, and your overall quality of life. I am so excited you're here, boo. Let's get started. Welcome to another episode of Cravings Control for Fat Loss. My name is Laura Cavallo, your cravings coach. And today we are diving into the third episode in a 4-part series of fat loss phase and how to get into and apply some strategies to help you reduce fat during your fat loss phase. So today I want to share 3 ways to create a calorie deficit and some adjustments that you can start to make in your day-to-day that hopefully will help you. Before we get into today's episode, I am so excited to announce that my new fat loss program, Slim 6, is open for enrollment. This program will deliver one simple yet actionable and tactical fat loss strategy that will help you create a calorie deficit so you can naturally eat less and sustainably lose weight without counting, measuring, or tracking any of your food. These are the same strategies that have helped over 20 women lose a combined 120 pounds and over 100 inches. I created this program because I want to show you that you don't need to spend hours exercising. You don't have to eliminate certain foods, and you don't have to say no to your favorite events or sacrifice so much for what usually leaves you feeling worse than when you started. I know my proven strategies can help make fat loss feel easier and achievable, and I'm sharing them with you at a more affordable price point than my one-on-one coaching program. Slim 6 is a small pod program with one-on-one coaching, so you're going to get consistent support and accountability from me on your specific challenges and needs. So you feel like you have a coach in your back pocket guiding you every step of the way. Follow the link below to learn more and enroll. This 6-week Slim 6 program starts on Monday, June 19th, and enrollment closes Sunday, June 18th at midnight. So the first way is to adjust the portion sizes of your Satisfull plates. And I'm just going to give you one way to do that. I have a variety of ways that I'm going to share in my upcoming fat loss program. But I want you to know that Satisfull plates is really just the basis of how to eat 80% nutrient dense and 20% more crave foods, okay? This is a great place to maintain your weight and go about your day-to-day life, including nutrient-dense yet satisfying plates. And again, you can take Satisfull plates anywhere you go with you, on vacation, on holidays, at beer festivals, at baby showers, at happy hours. It's really applicable anywhere you go. But when we get into a fat loss phase, we want to create a calorie deficit at the end of the day, right? So that means that we need to feel a little bit hungry at the end of the day. And I'm not talking about starving. I'm not talking about skipping meals. I'm not talking about grossly undereating, right? Because that is how you create a rebound effect. You end up doing it for a couple of days, and then you end up overeating and self-sabotaging. So one way is to adjust your portion sizes. So we know with Satisfull plates, we want 1 to 2 palm size amounts of lean and detox foods, which are protein, fruits, and fibers, and vegetables. And then we have a little bit of crave, right? We have a little bit of crave on that Satisfull plate. So when it comes to adjusting portion sizes, you can do one of 2 things. You can either increase your lean and detox so that you're having more protein and veggies while maintaining your crave, or you can keep your lean and detox portions about the same that you've been eating and instead reduce your crave portion in there. Now, this is going to help you feel fuller with more nutrient-dense foods. And when we are in a calorie deficit and we are going to be a little hungry at the end of the day, we need to make sure that we are stocking up on foods that take up a lot of room in our stomach. We call these volume foods. Volume foods are going to help you feel full, help you feel nourished without making you feel like you can eat your left arm. So again, you can increase lean and detox portion of Satisfull plates and keep your crave the same, right? And as you eat that meal, make sure that you're leading with the lean and detox portions of that plate, making sure that you're getting those as your priority. Or alternatively, you can reduce the crave size of that plate. The second tip I want to give you is to adjust how many meals you're eating per day. If you listened to the first episode in this series, I did share with you that I want to see you eating consistent meals throughout the day to help you feel nourished and full. However, when we get into a calorie deficit, we are going to be a little hungry, which means that we're not eating as much as we have in the past. So what you can do is you can maybe take out your morning snack or your afternoon snack. Okay. This is going to take some adjusting, because if you have workout days where you do really hard workouts, I don't want you starving at the end of these days, and I don't want you compromising muscle gain for fat loss, right? You're gonna lose a little muscle mass when you're in a fat loss phase, but I don't want you being starving that you are affecting your ability to show up and have a quality workout. So for example, you can keep all three of your main meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but maybe you make those a little bit more filling, right? So instead of eating to maybe 80% full, you're eating to 90% full with your three main meals. And then maybe you're skipping that afternoon snack and you're going a little bit longer in between meals. The one thing I want you to observe here is if you are heading into maybe that dinner meal and you skipped that afternoon snack, are you starving to the point where you're rushing to eat, eating until you're way too stuffed, and then you're kind of rebounding, right? Where the next day you're like, oh my God, I'm so hungry that like I need extra snacks. So this is going to take some adjustment, especially if you have longer days. You're going to have to make some adjustments with this, right? Maybe you don't go to meal quantity if you have longer days. Maybe you start to adjust portion sizes first as number one. Again, this is going to take some playing around with and seeing how your specific and particular body responds, because all of these strategies aren't going to be for everyone. The last way to create a calorie deficit is to increase your energy expenditure, meaning move more throughout the day, either through exercise or through non-exercise related activity to create more of that calorie deficit, which you need for fat loss. So some of the best ways I like to increase energy expenditure is through increasing how many steps you're taking per day. And you can do that by adding in an extra walk. You can do that by parking farther away at the mall, at the gym, taking the kids for an extra play date or time at the park, taking the stairs and instead of taking the elevator, really just trying to get more movement into your everyday life. You'd be surprised that things as little as fidgeting at your desk or standing at your desk has been shown to increase energy expenditure for people and help them maintain their weight and even at times lose weight more consistently over time. So again, be careful with increasing energy expenditure by too much. Like I'm not saying add in like 3 cycling classes per week because your hunger and cravings are going to go through the roof. Maybe you just add in like a light 10-minute bike ride, right, on the Peloton, or again, an extra walk or an extra activity that you enjoy like hiking. Again, you want to monitor this. This isn't a time to be starving at the end of the day where your sleep is disrupted and you're feeling really depleted. Okay. The way I coach fat loss is it is a small calorie deficit over time that will help you lose weight without impacting hunger and craving so much and making your life miserable. So those are 3 ways that you can create a calorie deficit. I don't want you to do all 3. I want you to maybe pick one thing that you want to try and start to play around with and see how your body responds. Okay. You are an adult. Take responsibility over this process. Okay. Do not dive in and start doing all 3. Okay, pick one thing, start to make those adjustments and observe how your body responds. Okay, if you've been with me for any amount of time, you know I don't believe in changing too many things too quickly. And I believe in tracking your biofeedback, how your body responds to certain things to see if it works for you. And I want you to get more comfortable with this process because this is your life. This is forever. This isn't just a fad diet we're doing for 30 days. So start to adjust and play around with one of these strategies only. Let me know how you do and let me know how it feels. And again, these are strategies that I'm going to be sharing in Slim 6 more in depthly. And if these strategies are something that you want to learn more about, or you want to get your hands on all the juicy bits, go ahead and follow the link below to learn more about joining Slim 6 and joining us on Monday, June 12th. I will see you soon.